the South Asian Insider Opinion and News Analysis, exclusively on Ghosh India Web TV. This is Susmita, Ghosh, Deputy Managing Editor, India. Bangladesh, a potential deep pocket ally for Sri Lanka. Bangladesh is a country born in the middle of famine and war. Even though it has been in constant need of relief work in the past, it has now emerged as one of the South Asian countries promising a sustainable development capacity. Not long back, it struggled for its independence from Pakistan. However, today Bangladesh surpassed Pakistan of 45% growth in the economy in the last 50 years. The Spring 2021 World Bank Economic Update showed that Sri Lanka is facing a high-risk debt sustainability. The external debt growing up to 69% in 2019 mostly originated in the public sector. Amid the ongoing global crisis, the GDP of Sri Lanka sunk to 3.6% in 2020. Sri Lanka's trade regime and its outcome is the main reason for the strange economic blow recently. With the introduction of non-transparent para-tariffs in the calculation of the overall tariffs, Sri Lankan average tariff shoots up to 22.4% based on 2016 data. However, these average tariff calculations obscure the overall import protection as well in sectors of domestic interest. Sri Lanka is facing a hard time economically now. The reason behind this can be attributed to an increase in anti-export bias. It hurts the macroeconomic front of the country too. The trade to GDP in the early 2000s was around 89%, but experienced an unmatched decline to 52% in 2019. Overall, the decline in exports and imports since 2009 had a huge effect on the small economy of the country. The condition of Bangladesh is not like Sri Lanka. Even if Bangladesh centers its economy via trade and exports like Sri Lanka, still Bangladesh's exports have contributed significantly to its overall economic growth. Sri Lanka's continuity in its trade and current account brought the country in dire need of capital inflow to cover the external deficit. To keep the economy growing, borrowing large projects added to the increase in debt. There is a slow inflow in foreign investment, which surely does not help. At the same time, Bangladesh's current deficit are rarely 2% of GDP. Sri Lanka's soft loans from the World Bank and Asian Development Bank brought forth a huge rise in the external debt. Bangladesh's central bank approved a sum of $200 million its principal as an aid to Sri Lanka. This is the first time that any other country except India has provided macroeconomic support to a fellow South Asian country. From a global perspective, the rise of Bangladesh is a promising and welcoming development for the whole of South Asia. It opens up more opportunities for meaningful bilateral economic partnerships in the region, which is focused on the Indian economy all these years now, making it less dominant. Bangladesh, being called the new Royal Bengal Tiger of Asia, sets an encouraging example of sensible macroeconomic management. Sri Lanka can find an ally in Bangladesh as it does not come with an aggressive approach like China. It can be mutually beneficial for both the countries. As for India, the closest neighbor, it can have a positive impact too. Apart from deepening the international relationship between the two countries, it will definitely help in playing a positive role for the rest of the world.